Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Chaotic Recode. Um, so last time we played the Mipedian deck, kind of got stomped to be honest. But this time we are finally being going to be playing the Mipedian deck, my favorite tribe of all the 5 tribes in the game. So this time, hopefully, we're going to do a little bit better than the last couple of games that we have played with tribes that we're not familiar with. So let's get started. And as always, if you guys like what I'm putting out, if you guys like what I'm doing, you know, like and subscribe, bonk that bell, and you'll get to see more of what I put out, I guess. All right, and Mipedian starter deck. All right, now it looks like we found a match. Yes, excellent. They got Ursus and Croax is Smeldon. Defender Earth. Even if we attack, this is probably going to be not a fun location for us, to be honest. Let's see. Yeah. All right. So we have Ruban, Malif, Owaiki, and Tafial, who are all very nice creatures to have. Let's see. Simply guard, heal 10 damage, heal 10 damage. I don't think any of the musics in this deck are actually based in they're not really made to be damage dealing. So let's see. 80. I don't like how high their energies are. So I guess we will find out with that. All of them have invisibility surprise. And then they all gain an additional invisibility strike 5 due to Owaiki and an extra 20 speed. So actually an invisibility strike 10 to Owaiki, due to Owaiki, and 40 speed. And then they do more damage if there's an attack card with the same name in this discard pile. So it rewards you for playing cards that you have already had. I can't do anything about Ursus. Wait, intimidate energy. What? Okay. I guess it lost. I lost some energy. I'm still not sure what intimidate does. Recklessness 5. Probably on my creature. You get creature gets 5 energy. Let's see. I'm gonna play this on you as well. So Symphony of the Guard should boost my stats, so that I do more damage, because I can't get the recklessness off of there. But I can do the so I have recklessness 10, I guess. And I can't get the recklessness off there, but I can use Symphony of the Guard to give myself extra movement and all that. we're gonna do that. Sand Strike should do a decent chunk of damage if it hits, provided that they don't have a music to counter that. Because honestly, the one attack you want to counter on a Mipedian is the first one, because the invisibility. Right now, he's got invisibility strike 10, so that first attack will do the normal amount of damage plus the additional 10 damage, and then yeah, Under Flare, heal 10 energy, target creature. Okay, but if he plays that card, he's going to heal 10 energy to himself before the damage is done. So that's fine. He should have probably waited until after the attack went through to play that. But that's fine. Dry Liquid. Sure. Oh, ow. Okay. 45 to 45. All right, and we'll see if they do anything else. I might go with this Funnel Blast next, depending on what card I draw. What is that? Gains 30 energy and Recklessness 10. Okay. I'm gonna play this on you and use one of your music counters. Song of Recovery. So I gain Air 5, an additional Air 5. I think. It's all just stacking up. I don't even know what the stats are on this guy anymore. He's just got like air on like that. That might be decent, but I do want to do this for the extra chunk of damage. All right. Earth Pulse. Gonna do 15 damage, but it's gonna do 10 damage to him. I can't. Okay. That's 25 to 25 right now. And this attack should end the fight, I think. I do want to actually get some of my yeah, I want to get some of my things back. I have recklessness, yeah, whatever. Cool, I won. Yes, just like I thought. Then they conceded because they lost that one fight. They used up most of their musics. They used pretty much all the stuff that all their resources on that one fight, and they lost. But yeah, that's the standard deck, and those are pretty good cards that he was playing. Just not in the right order, maybe. It could have been better with the if that first healing music had gone off a little bit earlier or a little bit later, then he would have been fine. Let's just do it again, see if we can get someone who's not going to leave right away. But yeah, like that, like the Mipedians just hit really hard right off the bat. For a second, I almost thought it was the same guy because he's got the Ursus and the 90 energy. What is wrong with you? What do you have? Oh my God. Scopalon. Okay. Yep, so Scopolana is the battle gear that someone has. This guy has, and he gets to look at whatever battle gear wants on top of, or yeah, gets to look at whatever he wants on my side of the field. So that's fine. Like one battle gear, it gets exposed, and he's attacking a Waiki right off the bat. That's not good because a Waiki is the one that gives us a bunch of extra stuff. But fortunately, a Waiki is one of the few creatures in this deck that can actually win. One of the few creatures out there that I am aware of that it can actually win fights like this, because it has a decent amount of energy and it has fire, air, or elements. And I believe, yeah, so I have Earth right there. I don't know if it gets invisibility from... I don't know if he has invisibility, is the thing. Like, he's more of a support character, so he's just kind of like a regular guy when he's fighting, but the other guys up front usually are good enough to stop that from happening. He's got a Bodil's dagger, so that's not great for me. To be honest. All right, so first attack done. We are both now at pretty even health. And I am going to want to focus on my air attacks. I have 2 air assaults right there, so that's really good because of this guy and his ability, Xenocentric Wrath. Actually, that's pretty good. I'm going to use a Music to stop that because I don't like that at all. Now, I usually try to use the Music counters of the creatures that are currently engaged, because if that creature dies, it loses that Music counter. So I don't want to do that. I want to be able to use all of my resources, and the starter decks actually usually come with just enough Music counters to be able to play all your Musics. I'm going to play the Air Assault that I got there. Next turn, I'll play the second Air Assault, and it should do an extra amount of damage. It's just up to whatever he plays next, because I don't know. Yeah, that guy needs to go. And Muge's Edge. Am I a Muge? Mipedian Royal. So it's not... Oh. Okay. So somehow I did 20 damage. It did 10 damage because it wasn't an elemental attack or whatever, but there's not much that I can do for that. But yeah, hopefully we can still win. I mean, with 20 health left, I should win with the next attack, provided it's an actual attack and not like a heal type move. Yeah. Heal. 0 damage. So I still do have a target attack deals 0 damage type thing. Definitely want to play that on here. So I'll use second one of his Music to stop that, because I don't want to instantly lose. I just did like 25 damage, and if that went through, it would have done 20 damage plus the additional 25 damage that I did last turn. All right. And then okay. I have Earth Pulse. Guess I'll use it, but I don't think it'll kill him. I think it'll do 15 damage exactly. Because I only have Earth, I don't have any extra stuff for it. Hopefully he doesn't draw an attack that will deal 40 damage to me. I would rather not use more music counters than I already have in this first fight. A lot of the times, the game really speeds up once the musics are gone because people have less options. They just have to play attacks. Flash kick. Okay. I'll let the flash kick connect, and they get to choose their next location, which gives me a disadvantage, but or a disadvantage in the next place. But I'd already have a disadvantage on their home field, so like I don't see a problem with that. The thing I like about the Mipedian Mujix is that like a lot of places will use healed. Well, a lot of creatures will use. Oh shoot! 15 damage. That's. Think I can survive it? Yes, I can. All right. It's a good thing I survived. If I use this one, it should do the extra 5 damage and kill him. He has used a concerningly low amount of music counters. Damn it. He keeps using moves, or keeps using music counters from this guy, which is odd. That why is it not being spent? Earth Pulse? Ah, I shouldn't have skipped that. Oh well. Well, I do know how to beat that guy, though. It is unfortunate that we lost a Waiki right off the bat, because that did help increase our damage and stuff. And we used a couple music counters, too. Disappointing. I could have played that better. I didn't realize it was going to do 20 damage. I thought it'd just do 15 this time. But if I had known, I would have probably healed. I'm not sure if the Bodil's dagger just like increases the damage on attacks or something. We're gonna do this. No, I want him gone. And so he'll probably use Smeldon to defend, which means that he's now on the front line and can be attacked by Malif at the start of the next turn. Or at the start of my next turn, provided that I am still alive. What battle gear? And I'm just gonna have to let him get that extra energy from the battle gear because like it active location loses all abilities. That's yeah, it would have been nice to have that additional 5 damage, but oh well. We are pretty much on an even playing field with Smeldon, because or a little bit of advantage, I'd say, because I have 2 elements. He's only got 1. Yep. And I definitely have the speed in order to win a fight. The biggest concern with Mipedians is if they block that first attack, that's most of my damage gone. I'm not gonna win well, I could still win technically, but it is much harder to win without that first initial burst of damage. Yeah. So yeah, see, like I did a lot less damage there on the first attack this time too, because one of my Wikis died in the last turn. Unfortunately, I could have absolutely won if I had just used like I don't know why, but for whatever reason he's using this guy's music abilities, but he hasn't used any of the music cards. Even number of creatures. Odd creatures. Okay. I just had to read that. I don't know. It's interesting, really. Just the way that all the stats work, because something that it's different in like Magic and Pokemon and stuff is like all the stats and stuff. All your creatures support each other, and as you lose creatures, you gradually lose more like abilities and stuff. But at the same time, like all the cards just stack together. The abilities just kind of mush together into a big jumble. So it's kind of hard to keep track of that. I used to play the actual like chaotic online, but it's yeah, when chaotic online was still around on like the actual game, then I used to I think it was easier to keep track of like the stats and things that were happening. Because there were like indicators and such. And like this chaotic recode is great. It's actually fantastic that they've been able to put almost every card that ever came out into this game, but the amounts of just like the amount of information, it's very hard to keep track of. Is my only complaint. Like I can look in the logs, and if you can look at the logs here, there's all the things that have happened so far, but it's still hard to keep track of things that are currently on the board. I have to scroll through like pages and pages of stuff. Okay. Just gonna keep using attacks. Hopefully he uses his second Melody Mirage here, because if he's got one, he's probably got another one sitting there so that he can use that. Recover. Ah, it looks like he does not, either does not or didn't want to use it. Flash kick. Yep. Flash kick cycles through attacks. I'll use that. I think that'll heal me, and it might do some damage. No, it just healed. But the next one that I do, I will. Yeah, this guy's playing a lot of attacks that just don't do any damage, because it's probably based off of that, the whole Bodal Stagger Ursus thing going on there. With Earth Pulse. Think. I think I am gonna have to use this heal, because I did a decent amount of damage that last turn. It is a very good thing I didn't use this. That there, because that would have ended me immediately. But that should do 30 damage at least. I think it does 35 damage with the Air 5 that I get from the healing music as well. Hopefully they don't have another Melody of Mirage. As if they do, that's it. I lose this fight as well, and I probably won't win many more, because he'll just keep bouncing Smeldon around until well, using Ursus to attack. Deal 5 damage to target creature. Okay. Nope, I don't want to lose, so I will heal once more. This might be a waste, because now I don't have any more healing musics. But I think it will be worth it to use it and win, because with Smeldon gone, I can now begin attacking other creatures. Now, Arcannon doesn't have any more music on it. Ah, shoot. I can't do anything about that. Yeah. Man, got me. Really got me there. This is what I'm talking about, like the musics and stuff being so important because I used so many in my fight with the Ursus and kind of didn't you know, didn't work out too well. Yeah. Feel like yeah, it's not that's not good for me. Creatures with Earth have an additional 10 energy. It's a good thing that all of my creatures will have Earth. So anyone he fights here with, it's gonna be Ursus probably versus Tafiol, and I probably am going to lose that, unfortunately. And from there, it's going to be downhill. I probably should have just attacked with Malith. Oh, he's going for a Waiki. Okay, we have a chance. We want to use that and that. Flip your battle gear upside down and stop you from attacking us. Face down, which means it does not work this turn. I guess. Are you a muge? You're a muge. Oh. Why is this guy a muge? Oh, he's such a beefy guy. I didn't assume he was a muge. Okay. That's gonna be problematic, probably. Or maybe not. Reverberate. First Reverberate that he's played. I'm gonna play Velocitrap and then follow it up with a second Velocitrap. Hopefully deal a little extra damage with that second one. Unless there is, of course, a better attack to play. Yep. Ow. That looks pretty good. Yeah. Not bad. I do like that. 30 damage. They can't play music cards. I'm not sure if that lasts just for this turn. Yeah, that's it. I just killed my own character or my own card with my own attack because they had that music, which made it so that I couldn't. Ah, man, I gotta get one of those. That music looks good. Your target opponent's attack does more damage to target opponent. But so we're gonna see. Now they've moved Smelvin back. Venom Oasis. Initiative Courage. Uh. Hmm. I have surprise though, so it doesn't really matter. I will go first regardless. I'm pretty sure this Ursus that's sitting here probably just has another Bodal Stagger. I might as well fight that Ursus. Worst that can happen is I lose. Hopefully the strike 15 and then the additional 10 damage for the first attack are enough to deal with the extra health advantage that they have. That Velocitrap should do extra damage because I have one in my discard already, and it has the strike 15 and the extra 10. So that's at least 30 damage right off the bat. Yeah. Okay, we're already winning. Here we go! Woo! Yeah, it's probably fine. 5 damage from that. Do this one. Atmosphere. And then follow it up with a second atmosphere for that extra little spicy bit of damage. Hopefully they don't come up with some horrendous little attack. Ow. Yeah, it looks like they discarded that. Hopefully they don't have an attack. Does extra however many. I should have used this, to be honest, right at the beginning of the combat. Yeah, we're done. Oh well. Next he goes after Tafial. Probably goes after Tafial. I do want to win one battle. Before this game, because I won the last game based off of a forfeit, and I probably would have won outright. It's going after that guy? Why? Why? You know what? No, we're killing this Ursus. Right now. Right now. This Ursus is going down. That was my last music to give me a boost to my attacks. I just... that last Ursus is just upsetting to look at because I know it has a Bodal Stagger on it. Ugh. Ow. Ow. Yeah, it's just got a bunch of the primo moves. This deck is much better set up than the last one. I think the last one was literally just like Chromax, Ursus, Smeldon, because they could put Chromax, Ursus, and Smeldon in there, and they like the creatures and how cool they are, like in the show. I think. Yeah, let's end it here. There's no way I'm winning this. But it is cool. It's cool that this person actually set up a deck. The Arcanine in the back is just kind of like sitting there, not really doing much. But it's cool that they have it. You know, like the Arcanine in the back is like, oh, I used all my music counters, and it's weird how it. I feel like it used like 4 at least because I had. I'm not sure if you can use the music counters of another creature to activate the ability of a different creature. Yeah. So I lost, but you know, it is what it is. The first game I won, and I'm pretty sure that I would have won that definitively because I had all my music and that guy had like none. But yeah, that was my Mipedians. Once I actually get around to making a deck with Mipedians, I should have a much better time because I actually have, as you guys have seen, some pretty good cards to put together for an actual solid Mipedian deck. But this time I lost. I don't think there's any that like the starter deck for Mipedians is just the most solid one that I've played, and that might be because I'm biased or something. But I think it just feels the best to play overall. The way that all the attacks work together, it's very element based, but very element based and very invisibility based. But not many things can, it's just very heavy on the damage. So I like it. I like it a lot. So next time that I'm playing, I actually am going to build a deck and use that to play instead of the starter decks, because now that we've gone through the starter decks, I don't think there's any more out of it that I want. I'm gonna probably put together a deck out of cards that I have first. It's just for maybe I'll do each of the tribes for that. Who knows? I'm gonna be playing this game a lot until Chaotic itself actually does come back, and then I'll probably hop over to that. But yeah, like I said at the beginning of the video, if you guys like the videos I'm making, if you want to subscribe, do it. It's great. You'll be able to see all the stuff I'm making. You'll be able to watch more of my videos, I guess. And feel free to leave comments in the videos if you want. It helps let me know that what I'm doing is cool, that other people like it, and that it's worth putting out more videos. So thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next time.